He's right behind me, isn't he? Alright, so at this rate, with the updates coming basically day after day, you never know. Hopefully the devs don't shadow update the Nether or overhaul it again before I drop this video, but if they do, well, if they do, I'll just make another video. Sit back and buckle in. In one of the most recent previews, the devs basically shadow updated an entire dimension. Today, we're gonna get hot and heavy with the Nether and check out all of its steamy, spicy details. Well, alright, the Nether. Ever since its initial unfinished debut in Minecraft Vibrant Visuals Update, well, the stuff, at least in my opinion, it began off with a bang. It looked real good. In order to get a taste at how the Nether looked at its initial landing spot, we throw it back to this video right here. Inside of this video, we didn't check it out for very long, but we did jump into the Nether, explore a little bit. We checked out all of the intense darkness of the Nether, and then eventually moved out to a larger open plot of land and saw this amazing blue fog. Now, at this point in time, Jappa himself has stated that both the Nether and the End were both fully unoptimized, and that they would be circling back around to it later. Beautiful, intense, weird Nether fog, I mourn for you. I dream of you in my dreams to this day. I loved you so much, but maybe it's gone. The file, case study on the updates we're diving into today, they seem to have initially manifested themselves inside of Minecraft Preview 1.21.90.20. Now, this was a pretty massive preview for Vibrant Visuals, but we actually didn't have much of a mention of the Nether. And after all, in a way, all of the gigantic changes that have gone down, they kind of all circle back around to one big thing. Initial landing point inside of the Nether, vibrant visual style, survival Minecraft. I mean, we're hot and warm already. This biome right here, the warm forest biome, crimson forest. I need to revisit this place or a medical professional a little bit more. I don't know how I'm mixing up these biome names. Jumping into the Nether inside of this warm biome here, honestly, right off the bat, it's pretty cozy and nice and warm. The lighting, it's all clearly very, very orange toned inside of this place, and not gonna lie, I can pretty much see for days. Moving down into the darker depths of the Nether here when I can't see for days. Oh, one thing I can see for hours and hours is this animated, smooth, juicy texture. It doesn't really pop as hardcore inside of the light, but you move this thing over to the darkness and oh my god, I think I fall in love. But the Nether, it's a whole lot more than just one simple crimson biome, right? We move out into the open abyss here and... Hey, wait a second, I didn't put that there. Maybe. In survival, moving out to an area that gets even more open pretty much immediately here. You can see the gigantic shift that has happened. The Nether fog seems to have completely disappeared, and the coloration, or I guess kind of like default tone of the Nether, it kind of feels a little bit more blank inside of this update. I highly suspect that this will end up changing at some point in the future. Again, hopefully not by the time this video's out. But right here, I highly suspect that it's maybe tied to all of this custom biome information. And then while in the Nether, moving away from the bright light sources, we get... Well, this literally looks like all of the Minecraft Java shaders that we've had for years. I don't know, man. I sure do love me some Minecraft where I can't see anything. It's pretty sick. I can't even see a light bulb, if it was even here. Moving around here, the next thing that I thought would be pretty chill to check out is biome by biome. I mean, we've only got 5 in the Nether. That's not too bad. Before we go biome by biome, though, the big debate of the day, the Nether fog. Do you like the old, more blue version of this stuff, or do you like the newer, darker version? This seems to be one of the more controversial parts of Vibrant Visuals right now. What's your take? Tell me about it and smash a like down below. The Crimson Forest biome. We kind of already briefly took a look at this place, but real quick, right now, the lighting inside of this place, this shroom lights is kind of weird because when you see these things from a distance, they almost look a little bit more white in tone, but when you walk up closer to them, like you can catch it hardcore with this one right here. Take a look at the shroom light. When I walk up to this thing, it literally shifts in tone. It's a little bit more white looking at first, but then when you walk up and really focus on it, it shifts over and warms up. That's so cool how that's done. So this plus, you know, all the fire all over the place is definitely leading towards this warm feeling inside of the Nether. That is, when there is lighting. Oh, but if you thought things were dark, almost impossible to see already, well, my friend, you haven't even begun to touch the water. One of the darkest places inside of the entire Nether, especially inside of Vibrant Visuals, is the Soul Sand Valley biome. Inside of this biome, you take away some of my conveniently placed light sources, and all of a sudden, you're in a literal pit of darkness. Maybe fitting for the biome, sure, but the devs want feedback on all of this stuff. Well, I know it's not finished, and thankfully it's not, but I would really love to be able to slide into the Nether with Vibrant Visuals on and, well, you know, not just have to literally turn the thing off. Biggest thing that gives a hint that maybe this is so unfinished is, well, the fire. It's meant to be blue, right? Well, unless like we talked about in this video right here, they're just not doing colored lighting anymore. I don't know. When there is light inside of this biome, ambiance goes crazy. Like, it all looks really, really good, but when there's not light, there's literally nothing. I don't even know if you want to call this a biome, but the Nether waste biome. So what happens inside of the Nether, not only inside of this biome, but all of the places, when you get close to a light source, it's kind of cool to see. Well, all of the darkness, and this is because of how Vibrant Visuals does things, but the darkness actually shifts in the background. It gets a little bit lighter, as you can see right here, and then when I turn my focus away or move away from a light source, slowly, it actually gets a little bit more dark again. One part that I think Vibrant Visuals is doing really well inside of the Nether right now is the glowstone up on the ceiling that especially it seems like you see all over this Nether waste biome. For a block that literally has glow in its name, it doesn't really glow as much as you would think, like aesthetically, but it does just look really good in the darkness up on the ceiling. Next place, this biome, the blue one. I mean, it's going to be pretty similar to the crimson biome, except this time, it's all blue. Oh, one of my favorite things about the Nether and this darkness right now has got to be the stem blocks, though. They look so good with this texture inside of the darkness. Actually, I'm such a big fan of this thing. When you place it in the light, the glowingness from this texture, it almost entirely demanifests. I love how this stuff looks in the darkness. Definitely makes me want to build at least an entire wall out of this stuff, maybe even more. Great news, it does work like this in the overworld as well. Of course, the overworld is just inherently a whole lot lighter, but yeah, those textures in the overworld, ooh, there's fire. Also, check out the overworld nether portal at night. I know we've looked at it before, but man, it's just so cozy, right? Now I've gone ahead and done it. I saved the best cookie for last. Whether this stuff ends up getting updated sometime soon or not, right now, in my opinion, the best looking place inside of the entire Nether dimension. And I mean, it's gotta be hands down thanks to these particle effects, especially that you get in first person here. The Basalted Deltas biome. This is cooking here. We've got all the particles, the sick ambiance, like the sounds. I love them so much. It just makes me really realize this place was really, truly ahead of its time inside of the Nether update. Probably because of the sheer amount of lava all over the ground inside of this biome. Being inside of this biome, it makes the sky or empty void of darkness in between the ceiling and floor, it makes it feel entirely different. I hope by the time you end up watching, this Nether fog has crept its way back into the game, and maybe in my dream world gets really distinct from biome to biome. Like, you move into the blue biome, and the fog is way more blue than how it is right now in the darkness. Like, right now, it's just this small, subtle blue hue. I feel like it should pop more, right? Next up, lighting. Let's go back over to the pit of darkness. Oh, look how adorable it looks. Lighting is really cool in Vibrant Visuals. I think it needs a lot of work in the Nether. Would be so sick. One of my other biggest dreams of all time to see at least the fire mimic what the torches do here, because that is so hard. But down here in this pit of darkness, we can take a look at lighting. Inside of the Nether, lighting is going to be very functionally similar to how it actually is inside of the overworld. Different dimensions, same lighting, baby. When we add a player-created light source down into the game, it acts just like it would inside of the overworld, except now it's inside of the Nether. The point to lighting stuff is really on point here. Nope, no pun intended. And then the colored lighting, if it is going to be a thing, I don't know, I'm confused. I have mixed emotions at this point. Well, at least right now, with the correct toggles enabled, it's absolutely a thing inside of the Nether. And to me, maybe it's because I view the Nether as the pure embodiment of evil. It's something about this red torch with all of the Nether biomes in the background. It's really cool. Honestly, not gonna lie, maybe because of how dark the Nether just inherently is, maybe this place is some of the best spots to test out lighting in the entire game. Also, I really love how when you place this stuff down, the blocks get a little bit of a shine. I feel it's a little weird that the sand is so shiny here, but at the same time, I just love the look of it. I didn't want to spend too much time on the blocks themselves, but I do feel that soul sand looks really weird though, almost too smooth. I feel like it should sort of get, for example, the terracotta treatment here. If I can get the light to hit this block correctly here, well then you can see inside the light glow that it feels a little bit rough in texture. Soul sand feels like this totally smooth canvas right now, which feels a little wrong. But yes, the ultimate form of lighting, night vision. Inside of the Nether, when applying night vision to the player and moving around, I mean, it's really bright. Actually, I don't think I've really showed off night vision inside of Vibrant Visuals at all quite yet. But yeah, from biome to biome here, even shifting into significantly different ones, like the Warped Forest biome, not too much is really actually going on here. It's all kind of just bright and washed out. This is another case point that makes me really think that the Nether needs a whole lot of work still, because when I give myself night vision, I can't even really see forever. Like, the dark spots inside of the Nether are definitely still really dark. Then again, maybe it's just potions that need work. Structures, oh my god. So right now, unfortunately, I wish the lava glowed or shined a little bit more, but right now this thing, I mean, oh my god, even without the different fog that I've been talking about and dreaming of and lighting that really glows, this is nightmare fuel. The Piglin Bastion right here. This is a sleep paralysis demon. I see you every night in my dreams, and now you're creeping into my videos too. Oh, dude, stop. All right, so this is obviously like a little bit of a unique point to where we have a bastion that's fully exposed, but when you do, it looks so good inside of the darkness. It's something about how the shadows like line on this thing, and you can see the full shoulders. Like, I know it's meant to, but it looks truly like a gigantic piglin monster that maybe got frozen inside of the lava somehow. How does that even work? I don't know, but wow. Moving into this structure though, because this is a structure with some unique and beautiful lighting blocks and lanterns here that they have touched up quite a bit. Oh man, when you get to the parts of the structures with the lanterns, it feels really cozy. If we are going to keep colored lighting as a thing, I totally feel that they should come back in here, and I don't know lore-wise how you pull it off, but add a little bit of redstone torches or something. You know, if this setting is default, we can play with lighting inside of the structures a whole lot more and maybe get a little bit of default creepy ambiance here. I really love how this blackstone looks with the lanterns though. It looks so good. But that's just one of them, baby. The other massive nether structure that looks so good is Biomes doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. The Soul Delta's biome with all these particles. We need more particles all over the place. But the Nether Fortress, on the other hand, compared to the Piglin Bastion, feels really, really eerie. And this thing feels way more liminal and trapped than it ever did before. The hallways inside of the Nether Fortress, like, if you ever get an insane glitch, or just move around inside the hallways where there actually is lighting that is meant to be here. Because of this whole vibrant visuals lighting adjustment thing, it doesn't feel nearly as dark and empty inside of the proper fortress, but it still, especially in these darker spaces, feels pretty eerie. Like, it feels like you're definitely not meant to be here. Oh, but one thing, you got a glimpse of it real quick there that looks so cool. You place a torch in here. It gets really, really washed out, like kind of odd looking, but if you move around in here, look at how the lighting is cast. The shadows all over the hallway. Oh my god, that is so sick. Now, last things last, the most underwhelming thing of all of it, I'm so sorry I said it, the mobs. So I want to just maybe take a guess here and say that the mobs haven't really been optimized that much at all quite yet, but things like the blaze, you would think it would be really, really intense and glowing. I mean, yeah, it pops and stands out here, but it's weird. They don't look as cool as you would think they would. Now, we know some kind of cool lighting and just aesthetics to the mobs will end up happening, because when they showed this thing off at Minecraft Live, they said things like the Enderman's eyes will actually glow. And I don't know if maybe they showed off a different version that we have, but the Enderman's eyes definitely don't really actually glow very well here, so I don't know. But I do want to say that vibrant visuals, the Nether, absolutely do not rock this in the Nether Fortress, because the Wither skeleton is, I mean, at the right angles here, dude is literally invisible. The Nether, you never know, it might be changing sometime soon, but right now, it is pretty cool looking. With our Vibrant Visual series, I'm thinking about a new segment in every episode. At the end, I thought it'd be chill to do, like, the feedback or something. After all, I mean, the devs are looking for it. Big thing number one, less about the dimension, more about the block lava. Feel like it should glow a little bit more. It add a lot to this dimension in terms of aesthetics. Fog, I feel like it should definitely pop a little bit more and be different from biome to biome. And then just something about the overall lighting of the Nether. Like, moving around inside of this place is insanely dark. I legit almost cannot use vibrant visuals at all. I hope they fix this. The Nether, our deep dive for this week. And that's just about it. What do you think? Thank you all so much for watching today. Smash like, subscribe, and if you want to take a look at even more juicy vibrant visuals updates, check out the full playlist that's on the end card. If there's something I missed, tell me about it down below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.